been seeing, including thick clouds here in Wheaton, Maryland, and I'm not a professional, but that does look like a bit of a tornado. Let's get right over to meteorologist Damon Matson to answer that question for us. Gosh, it has been so busy tonight.
Yeah, those active tornado warnings were something, Susan, and that looks like a funnel cloud, at least at face value. Now, it'll be interesting. The National Weather Service will obviously have to go do surveys, check for any sort of damage to determine whether or not that one made it to the ground and two was actually a tornado. But I mean, yeah, looking at that, that's the kind of storm that we dealt with throughout the day, multiple of those storms. And as a matter of fact, well, the tornado watch that was in effect across the entire DMV, it has been trimmed back significantly. We still do have some counties in Maryland, from Carroll through Howard counties down through Anne Arundel, Calvert, and St. Mary's, still involved in this watch until midnight. But I would imagine as we continue to see things improve now, heading deeper into the night, that we all will be trimmed out of that tornado watch. The flood watch even was trimmed back across portions of northern Virginia, but we still do have a good chunk of the DMV, including DC, all of Maryland here with this flood watch in effect until tomorrow morning, because now as the severe threat leaves us, we will be looking at some bouts of heavy rain still as we head through the night. And with how soggy it's been, flooding could come easily across portions of the DMV. And let's add a third on top of all of this. It's going to get gusty with those winds out there tonight into the day on Saturday. Nearly all of us are under a wind advisory into the day tomorrow, as gusts could reach 40 to 50 miles an hour. And those kind of winds, after all the rain and the storms we just dealt with, could lead to more tree damage, power outages. Here's the storm responsible. It is smack dab right over the middle of the DMV, and all the way around it here, we've had this rainfall and these storms that swept through. Now, the storms were on the southeastern side, which is what we just experienced. And as this starts to pull out, look at all this rain that is wrapping around out of Pennsylvania, parts of West Virginia. That's the wet weather that many of us are going to see then as we head later into the night. But hey, at least we're kicking out these stronger storms. There they go across the Chesapeake, up into northeastern Maryland, past the Baltimore metro. So we are in the clear of all of that. Just a few lingering showers east of I-95, but the damage was done in terms of some rainfall up across portions of Montgomery, Prince George's, Howard counties. We have a flash flood warning that is still in effect. That's that green box here. It goes until 11 p.m. and here is why. Look at these estimates. 2 to 3 inches came down from Burtonsville up through Laurel and then past Glen Oaks into Brightfield. So there could still be flooding ongoing in those locations. Watch out for flooded roadways if you're out and about tonight. And then there we go. There's some of that rain wrapping around the backside. A flood warning in effect in Garrett County as this steadier rain spills over the mountains, and we'll start to see that up toward the I-81 corridor here within the next hour. So that's what our attention will turn to as we move on toward 11 o'clock tonight. There's some of that steadier rain working in along some of our western counties that will continue to push through during the early morning hours tonight through the district to the I-95 corridor. Things still likely to be a bit soggy, but we do catch a small break heading into the early morning hours on Saturday before a few more scattered showers and storms try to work through on Saturday afternoon. But definitely those storms and those showers won't be as numerous and they won't be as intense as what we saw today. And we just keep on improving things from there. We are dry completely on Sunday, and we stay dry into next week with temperatures. Talk about feeling like June. We're going to be back well into the 80s.